Our next speaker is no other than he served this nation with discipline, duty, and dedication. He spent his career upholding law and order, not just with a badge, but with integrity. Let us welcome with pride and purpose retired Deputy Commissioner Dr. Paul Williams.
Oh, na, na. Oh, yeah. Yeah, na, na. I need a Guinean boot and a khaki suit. Mr. Nut in a Babylon, I represent truth. Me nah go say a road and slip a things and keep me mouth. I got a beat with a mic in a me hand. We need out the youth about a distraction and tell the people they should know right from wrong. We got the strength, we got the power.
Good night. Good night, East Coast. Let me see your flags. Good night, BV. Good night, Buxton. Good night, Paradise. Good night, Golden Grove. Good night, East Coast. Good night, Melanie. Good night, everybody. Yes. Wow. The big question is, why from police to politics? But the reason why from police to politics is because after listening to this wicked government continuously telling you people that you don't have leaders. You don't have leaders. And I was waiting for the opportunity to finish my service and now to step up to show that we have leaders. Under the APNU government, when they took office 2015, from 2016 to 2020, we have reduced crime from 10% to 28% overall. We have broken down the statistics of breaking and entering larceny from over 1,200 to 106. Also, we have put dent in piracy. If you remember 2018, when 4 fishing boats were attacked in Guyana territorial waters in Berbice, and almost about 15 fishermen lost their lives. And we have put a dent where, as recent as 2023, the 2 culprits were convicted and sentenced to death. And from since then to now, piracy has become 0. Big it up for APNU. Listen to me. I know in 2020, when this government came into power, on the 17th of August, I was sent on leave. And I still had 4.5 years service remaining. And they sidestepped me and deprived me of becoming a commissioner of police. What I've sacrificed myself for, what I've gone through all the dedication and qualify myself for and build the competency. I've came from the ghetto, BV, the Gulf. And I've done everything that is right, with integrity, with honesty, and in keeping with what it requires. But they see it fit to set me aside because they know I would not have been one of their candidates for wickedness and corruption. Let me not take you far back. As recent as 2022 report coming out from the Police Complaint Authority, then retired Justice Ramlal, who was the head, he stated that there were 194 complaints received to be investigated. 4 were fatal shooting by policemen. And when the recommendations were made for charges to be laid against those policemen, no charges were laid. They were encouraged to go and settle matter. And also, there were other corrupt behavior trying to pervert the course of justice. Despite that was being identified and be known to the government, they choose not to see any proper action being taken against the head of the police force and those persons who were in bed, and see that those corruptions go on deaf ears. You want a government like that? Nowhere. We're not going to go with a government like that. Nowhere. In Boston's matter, Justice Kissoon, a few days ago, sentenced the rank for 25 years imprisonment for manslaughter. But then you should look at the judge's comment and what he said. He said the police action was disproportionate. It was unjustified. It was unlawful. And more so, the police have acted unlawfully without any search or arrest warrant. Come on. That is why they can still pursue and continue doing the wrong in Adriana's Young situation. The big question is this. The big question is this. If Justice Kissoon has identified those illegalities about the police action, who is the person that in charge of the SWAT team that gave the instructions? Have to be somebody senior. They cannot go on their own. Why that person is not answerable too? But this is it. You can see definitely where the force has come to. They have destroyed every fabric of the culture that is built by our persons, our predecessors. They have destroyed all the camaraderie and everything in the force. They have burned bridges with those retired senior officers, both from the joint services, and who could have still lent a helping hand in terms of bringing them through these situations and circumstances. But no, they need those who they can make puppets and those who can go with their bids and continue with the wrong. And still you want to see those people serving you? No way. No way. So come September 1st, your vote will make that change. Now, I've been following what was going on, and people were saying that PNC APNU dead. They ain't got no leader. Because Arby Nartney want to come out and protest. Arby Nartney bringing out the people and Arby Nartney doing this and doing that. But listen to me. Listen to me. You remember the march from Golden Grove for Quinton Bacchus murder? And what happened? Listen to me. The police could have stopped you even before you left Golden Grove. But they allowed you to come all the way to Montreal Market because they had a scheme plot in order to create that situation so you can look as the one who are the criminals, the thugs, and the thieves. Let me tell you again, in Adriana Young's situation, the day of the postmortem, I looked at it and I've seen that definitely The police know with its long-standing history and police culture, when there's a protest in Georgetown, it is likely that the people will go to Regent Street. They knew that definitely all those stores are being guarded by private security during the day. If you walk through the tongue, you will see that. And if they know that definitely in dispersing the crowd, they would go to Regent Street, why the commissioner and the senior administration did not collaborate with the private security to remain in position until the place is clear. But no, they want to lure you into the traps, and that is what happens to our brothers and sisters who have been led that they call it scrapes and thugs and all sorts of nonsense. We need to get sense. We need to realize that we're being used, and stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Now, with Aubrey Norton, let me tell you this. Our people should realize that we always said, God how, where you there? God this, God that. But since growing up, I know that is our faith and our belief that make us whole and strong. Now, God has sent you a leader who can take you out of this situation. But many of us are being stubborn. Many of us are lending their ears and following the multitudes. Listen to me. Listen to me. Lots of us are Christians. Many of us know about Sunday school and so on. Let me ask you this. When God had sent Moses to free the people from Pharaoh, when he took them to the sea, yeah, they were disgruntled because how are we going to cross over there? But when God showed Moses what to do, and they made it across, they realized, yes, Moses was the man for them. When Goliath was performing and doing all he had to do, David came all the way out from the back. And when he looked and he saw what was happening, he told them, said, listen to me, I can deal with him. They said, no, you don't got no size, you can't deal with the man. He said, here, give me the opportunity to deal with him. And David dealt with him with a slingshot and stone in the name of the Almighty who he serves. Why we cannot develop and build that faith in Aubrey Norton? A man who is unblemished. A man who is in nothing, no corruption. A man who has served his country with dignity, respect, integrity. What more are you waiting for? What more? What more? My colleagues before me have mentioned so much about him. I knew him since at Critchlow. He lectured to me at Critchlow Labour College. And one of the men who I always admired from since then, because he speaks from his head. And he will tell you the source or the authority where he's speaking from. And when you go back and check, exactly it is that. He knows himself. He's very tactical. And he's somebody who you can trust. Some of you say, me like how the man look, how he's got face and all them things. You don't want face, you want heart. You want heart. You want heart. What you doing, you want heart. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! For our youths, let me tell you two things that I've discovered. You are allowing yourselves to be called names, scrapes, Escobar, killer, whatever name. And to me, let me tell you this. I remember as a youth man going to cinema. We used to see Chinese movies and cowboys. And when we left the movie, we used to want to act those roles and characters. We want to be Wang Yu, Chen Sing, Jackie Chan, Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef, and all those people. But listen to me. Those same characters would have put some of us in problems, if you remember. Because sometimes you want to even ambush your colleagues and come from behind and kick on these things. And it used to turn out with real problems because people used to get seriously injured. Now listen to me. Why you allowing yourself to be called by names other than yours? Listen to me. When our parents take time to name us, because they look in the Bible, they look at people of character and integrity. Let them call you by your right name. Go back to your name. Go back to your name. David, Elijah, Paul, all those people are people with character, dignity, respect, love. Some of you feel good because you know why? I'm getting a little bread, I'm getting a little food. Come on, man. Anytime you just depending on getting a little bread and a little food, you allowing somebody to dictate your life. How you eat, how you sleep, where you go, despite you're adults. Why you want a little food? I think by now you should be thinking you want to cook a pot of food so you could share, you can give. That is what you need to think of. Not no pot of food, not no little food or a eat of bread. Come on, there's much more than that. And APNU is going to give you that opportunity. You must be in the overflow. You must dare to share and give. For the contracts, lots of you are going and sign contracts, but listen to me. I can tell you from a legal perspective, contracts required legal advice. Some of you signing and you know what you're signing, but you know you're making a bread. And that is why they're taking it back from you very quickly, because you don't know the conditions and you can't meet the conditions because the requirement is high. But what happened? Some of you, when you get a little food or a little bread out of the contract, the first thing you're running to do is to buy a car. Because you want to show your neighbor and your friend, the contract give you a car. No more contract after then. What happened to the car? The dealer is going to take it back. So what you're doing now, you're going to work taxi. And you're going with the intention of saying that you're going to make 20 drops per day. But you can't make it because there are others coming in the same position like you working taxi. So you got more taxi, more vehicles on the road. So it lessens your time, it lessens your drops. So what you going to do? That cause some of you for speed. That cause some of you get into accidents. Because why? You're trying not to lose your main customers because you want to make your bread for pay your installment. It push some of you to take risk in transporting drugs and doing illegal things because you don't want your car to take away. But when you end up in prison, what happened? The car still take away. So come off of that. Come off of that. Be real. Look to life in a positive way. And that is what we're here for. That's where we want to take you. I'm doing this for you. I need not do this anymore. But I'm doing this for you, Guyana. For you. You need people you can trust. You need people you can rely on. And will you can rely on. You have seen enough. You have seen enough. You have seen enough for over 25 years. Listen to me. Just don't only count this 5 years. What happened before then? All you got to put together. And you've seen what this government has done. You've seen what this government has done. They've created anarchy. They've created problems within the services by bringing people from way down junior and put them over seniors. They bring people who just walk through the door and give them 2-3 stripes. And people are there for years, nothing. And they're the one who got to work now and even answer to those who don't even know the work. Don't even know the work. You think that is fair? Those are things we got to stop. Many a times, there are ranks who know the right thing, but they're not in charge. And those who don't know, they're the one who are giving the instructions. So what they can do? They can tell you straight up, the man can't go in the lockup because the man do nothing but go in the lockup. Hear the saying, but is I in charge? If I see God go in the lockup, he got to go in the lockup. And the man who's saying that don't know nothing. Ask him which law gives him the power to put the man in the lockup. Ask him which standing order say that the man must go in the lockup. Ask him those things. They're violating your constitutional rights. They're violating your human rights. And you people still want to take that? You still want to take that? You have to make a change for your children. You have to make a change for your children. I know some of you are already grown, you're tough, but you gotta look for them little ones. Because there'll be much more Adriana Young situation if we don't stop it. Enough more. Look, those persons who been arrested in that region street plot that they've set up for those persons to go and loot. When they're all inside there, even some of them who may have had contracts or got contracts, there's no money for even to take an attorney. You know who have to represent them? Dexter Todd. Dexter Todd have to represent them. Dexter Todd is the one who's there looking after their rights. Okay? And even my colleague, Mr. Daniels. Those are the men who are looking after their rights. Free. Free. And still, y'all got a problem with voting we into power? Y'all still got a problem with voting us into power to take care of you people? What more you want? What more you want, Guyana? What more you want to see? What more you want to experience? There will never be another opportunity like this. Green is the way to go. Green is the way to go. Please, there must be no slumbering. Come September 1st, we're asking you to be out there very early. We're asking all the persons who are in charge of polling places to be vigilant. Be vigilant. Don't let nobody trick you for no food or water or anything. Bear your chief. We're going to ensure that you get water and food. Don't allow yourself to be bought, because that money, it is blood money. It is wicked money. And it will never ever do anything for you to prosper. It will make you look good today, but sad for the rest of your life. Let us change that focus. Let us bring back Guyana to the Guyana that we know. We're going to ensure that there are reform in the police force. There are numerous things already there that can work, but the system chooses not to work them. I've walked the streets, and I've seen ranks who are trained, who the American invested in, who the British invested in, who the Canadian invested in. And all those people, since this government came into power, those people are being placed to walk the streets and all over when they're supposed to be there taking care of crime, monitoring the cameras, good crime investigators and all those things. And those who they have is those who can sing and dance to their tune. The force still has good people, but they are not the people who are being placed in the position to serve you. The people who they put to serve you is the people who can support them violating your rights, doing you the wrong things. And you have to stop it. You have to stop it. You have to stop it. The power is in your hands. The power is in your hands. So, my people, there are lots of things that you know. And listen to me. The social media, it is very, very good. It is a very good thing. But the thing is that, is what you find interest in using it for. This is a season you need to use it to give you the right guidance and decision. It's not for you to go on there and blackguard yourself and talking foolish things and get yourself mixed up where they're going to want to charge you with cybercrime. Every person that is being charged and taken away is a vote less for us, because you see who they're coming after. Be smart. Be smart. Don't let in any trap. Don't. So when you see people go on there and they try to chastise us and they say, APNU can't do nothing, APNU can't what? You don't get yourself into any battle. All you have to do is take these same gardens and things and you play it back and show them. This is what APNU can do, because we don't buy votes. We don't pay people to come to rally. People come because this is where they want to be. This is who they want to make the change. And this is who they're going to support. So you going to use this. You're going to use this situation. And coming from September 1st, all the way, you're going to celebrate and you're going to show them that you've made the right decision. And Guyana is going to restore to the place it ought to. Listen to me. What I know, they have destroyed institutions. Institutions like the community high school. The community high school were the best schools, you know. You know why? They were hybrid. You know hybrid? Two things you used to learn out of them. You used to learn to read and write, and you used to learn the skills. So when you leave that school, you had a skill. You could choose from there. You could go living and go on to higher school if you want. Or if not, you could have gone into the field of work because you already got the skill. No more community high school. Check to see how many persons out in the streets. How many of our young people out in the street? All of them can't be good at books. All of them can't make 5, 6, or 7, 8, CX or 15. But if you put them to use their hands, they can make good out of that. But listen to me. They very well knew what they were doing. Because this is to what they want to bring you to the lowest ebb of the production chain. Let me tell you something. We got more laborers than we can ever imagine. Some of our people, young people, who should have been signing their names are using thumbprints. Using their thumbprints. That's what they're using. They can't sign the name. And it was never, ever been like that. Wherever the school fell down or wherever in discipline by children, we had the national service. Used to take you up, maul you, reform you, and send you back into society. This government, destroy it, shut it down, shut it down. I'm a national service product, and I know what it's capable of. It's going to teach you patriotism. It's going to teach you what it is about nationalism. It's going to teach you what it is to stand up and die for your country. It's going to teach you when you see the flag of Guyana, how to love it, how to fight for it, and how to die for it. But they don't want that. They don't want that. But listen to me. Listen to me. If you people don't know, the PVP get back in power, they are planning to bring in their labor force to take over. So I don't know which stage you will end up in if they go back in power. Because they're bringing in their labor force. So you have to ensure that that don't happen. You have to ensure that that don't happen. They're saying, you know, I see some people saying, look, the Spanish people taking over our jobs and these things and so on. But listen to me. Listen to me. We have an industry that dealing in a massive way with housing, roads, and all these things and so on. And on the basis of how it is being pushed, it is value for money for them. They're not catering for apprentices. They're not catering for trainees. They're not catering for persons who can come now and stand in and learn. They want to ensure that when you come, you could deliver for the money. Otherwise, you either come and you clean up or you pick up and you go. That's it. How can we come to the level of skills if we're not given the opportunity or being trained? And they don't care about that because that is where they want you. They want you to be security guards. They want you to stand up and guard them and look at them when the night comes. You have to ensure that we change that. You will have to ensure that you vote APNU September 1st. You've heard from previous speakers. All the opportunities available for you and your children. And don't let this slip away from you. Don't let this slip away from you. This is the time. And I'm appealing to you. Wake up, Guyana. Wake up. Wake up. Vote PANU and let your leader be Compton Aubrey Norton. Thank you. Thank you.